What's up, Guardians? The Cell Games here, and today is August 27th, 2021, and Xur is in the tower. If you look over here, whenever you load in, he's over on the right side in the hangar. Let's go see what he's brought for us today.
I think the cells of this body are dying already.
They're sure. Wow. As you can see, it looks like they updated his inventory. Looks like he brings a legendary armor set from a past season that's been updated. Doesn't look like any of these rolls are worth grabbing on Titan, but maybe Hunters and Warlocks have something that's worth grabbing. Over here, on the right, looks like he brought his exotic Cipher every single week. If you don't have a seasonal exotic from previous seasons, grab this. And try and see if you can grab those. There are a lot of good ones that you should grab, and that'll help with in-game content. And also, if you have gotten all the previous season exotic, it's a way of getting another exotic engram from him every single week for 97 legendary shards. If you're new to the game and you don't know, once you've obtained all the exotics that you can get for world drops in terms of weapons and armor for your specific character, you can get a randomly rolled, usually high stat roll for the specific character that you're currently playing. So let's see what he gives me. Insurmountable Skull Fort. 65, so a really good roll. High resilience, high strength. Okay intellect and recovery. It's actually worth keeping. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Looks like he also brings legendary weapons every single week. Maybe they change in inventory. I wouldn't know why they wouldn't, but it looks like they're also past seasonal weapons that you may have a harder time of obtaining. Let's go over them. He's got the Truth Prophecy with opening shot, elemental capacitor, appended mag or extended mag. Both are pretty good. Got fast draw and sure shot. Got a reload masterwork. It's actually really good. True Prophecy is one of the better 120 hand cannons that you can get in game. It's, even though they've been nerfed, they're still worth using. So grab this one. This is actually a really good roll. The SMG he brought is the Escape Velocity, which is a dead orbit one from previous seasons. Got Overflow and Osmosis. It's got extended mag and steady rounds. It even comes with a ranged masterwork. It's definitely worth getting for PvE. You could probably make, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily make this into a PvP weapon, but it's got some pretty good handling. Yeah, not bad. Get this if you don't already have one. Got the Last Dance with Quick Draw and Dragonfly. Not the best roll you can get on this. Probably pass on this one. Got the main ingredient if you don't already know. This one's a precision frame, so they're pretty good right now when it comes down to PvE. It's got Rampage and Hipfire Grip. May be able to make this really good for PvP as well. I say grab this one. It's also brought the Hollow Words with Backup Plan and Lead for Gold. Not the most synergistic perk pair. You could probably make this really work for PvP more than PvE. Got the 7 Sheriff Saw, auto loading holster and mulligan with alloy mag, appended mag. Not the best roll you can get for the saw. I would say pass on this one unless you know. I believe mulligan is a really good perk if you have armor piercing rounds here, because if you have AP rounds, it for some reason is glitched and you can pierce through enemies and still get your it'll count as if you missed the shot and you can get the ammo back for that, which would make this a DPS monster. But unfortunately this one doesn't come with armor piercing rounds, so pass. And then he's also got the Bite of the Fox, which is actually OG, a pretty old Iron Banner weapon, which I don't believe you can get from Lord Saladin anymore. Got Rapid Hit and Explosive Payload, Pendant Mag, and Steady Rounds. You can make this work for both PvP and PvE. Grab this. Yeah, grab this. It's even got a Reload Masterwork. For the exotics he's brought this week, he's got the Tractor Cannon as his weapon. He's got the Knucklehead Radar for the Hunters. Got a total roll of 61. Got the Doomfang Pauldrons, nobody calls it that, with a total stat roll of 63. And he's also got the Promethium Spur, which has gotten a change this season. We'll read that in a bit. And its stat total is 63. Starting off with the Tractor Cannon. Its exotic perk is called Repulsar Force. This weapon emits a powerful impulse that pushes enemies away, suppresses their abilities, and makes them more vulnerable to all incoming damage. I believe this is like a 25 or 35%. No, it's 25 or 30% buff to damage. Really good. If you've seen any of the recent videos from people like Aurora or Esoteric soloing bosses with the Titan right now with Middle Tree Solar and Worm God's Caress. This is one of the ways that they're increasing your damage to do so. Got some ornaments. You don't already have these. I believe it has more, but these are the only two I have. And it does indeed have an exotic catalyst, which I believe you can get from strikes, and its exotic catalyst increases its ammo reserves to 7. Moving on to Knucklehead Radar. Its exotic perk is called Upgraded Sensor Pack, provides radar while you're aiming, enhances your radar resolution while crouched. It's got high mobility, decent recovery, decent discipline, and okay intellect. You can do better. Probably would prefer to get one from the exotic engram from Xur. If you can get a better roll from this one, I would say pass on this, though it is an okay PvP exotic. For the Titans, we got the Doomfang Pauldrons. Nobody calls it that. The Horns of Doom is its exotic perk. Void melee kills give super energy. While Sentinel Shield is active, melee kills recharge shield throw, which extends your super on hits. It's actually a pretty meta for Middle Tree Titan and Bottom Tree Titan when it comes down to the Void subclass. If you've read the recent TWAB, you'll know that the aspect for the Titans that's coming for Void subclass is going to give you a throwing shield for your charge melee ability. And if you read on top of here, Void melee kills give super energy, and on top of that aspect is going to give you a Void overshield for every single enemy that you hit. It's going to be really good with the new aspect if they don't change the Doomfang Pauldrons before the Witch Queen DLC. As for its overall stat rolls, got some decent strength, okay intellect, alright discipline, got some really good resilience, mobility is not necessary on Titans, and recovery is trash. You can pass on this roll, but try and get a better one from your exotic engrams if you're a Titan. For the Promethium Spurs, its exotic perk is called Embers of Light. States that defeating combatants or guardians while Daybreak is active creates a healing and empowering rift at their location. While standing in any rift, solar weapon final blows grant rift energy. When your rift energy is full, final blows consume your rift energy and create a healing and empowering rift at the target's location. This is a change that was recently made via the last TWAB. They said they were updating this exotic perk, so it looks like it's already in the game now. And its overall intellect is pretty good. Got some decent strength. I don't know how that would affect this exotic specifically. Recovery is trash, and this is a perk that's about rifts. Discipline is trash. Resilience is okay. Warlocks need resilience now, especially if you're a well main. Mobility, not necessary. This overall roll for Promethium Spur is not that great. You can get a better one from the exotic engram. Try and do that, or farm for it from the legendary lost sectors. So yeah. For today's mods, Gunsmith has Sprint Grip and Surrounded Spec. Sprint Grip temporarily increases weapons ready speed and aim down sight speed after sprinting. PvP. If you're new to the game and that's where you want to focus your time, grab it. Surrounded Spec increases the damage granted by surrounded. Bonus damage lingers for a brief time when no longer surrounded by 3 or more enemies. PvE perk, grab it. I believe it buffs Surrounded Spec to 35% damage boosts, and it lingers for like 3 seconds. 801's mods today are Pulse Rifle Targeting, improved target acquisition, accuracy, and aim down sight speed for pulse rifles, especially if you're a PvP main. Radiant Light, casting your super causes nearby allies to become charged with light. This mod's secondary perk is active when at least one other arc mod is socketed into the armor, or when at least one other arc charged with light mod is socketed into another piece of armor you are wearing. Its secondary perk gives you plus 20 strength. Grab this. It's really important for charger light builds, especially for in-game content like raids and GMs, and it gives you plus 20 strength just for having another arc mod socketed. So yeah, grab this if you don't already have it if you're new to the game. That's it for this week's Xur video. For those of you who made it to the end of the video, I'd like to thank you for your viewership. Let me know in the comments if you'll be picking up anything from Xur this week, or maybe picking up the mods from 801 and the Gunsmith. If you found this video informative, please consider dropping me a like, I greatly appreciate it. And consider subscribing so I can keep you updated on the weekly happenings within the Destiny 2 space. This has been the Cell Games. Have a great day.